What's up, everybody? This is the Game Virus, and I'm gonna give you guys a real quick update on my thoughts about the newly announced Resident Evil 2 remake that we have been waiting for, that we have been biting our nails over, that we have been chomping at the bits over. It has finally been unveiled, and they've given us 2 trailers to digest and lose our fanboy and fangirl minds over, and I'm gonna discuss them. Now, first of all, this first trailer that you're seeing right here is the showcase trailer that they showed at E3's PlayStation conference. And it was fucking fantastic. I loved it. I see what Capcom did here. They tried to play with our emotions, and they started things off with a first-person perspective. I wouldn't put it past them to be clever like that, to make us think it's gonna be like RE7. But as soon as I saw that it was dark and the color palette, so to speak, I knew this was the Resident Evil 2 trailer, and I saw that it was first person, and my heart sank a bit immediately. I was like, oh no. But then with the way it was moving the camera, I was like, okay, this is from an animal's perspective of some type of creature. So then I was like, oh, Capcom's playing a fast one on us. But it's, as we can see here, it's from a rat's perspective. Thank goodness. Based on some of the shots that they've showed in the first trailer, definitely emphasized in the second trailer, but in the first trailer you only get a couple shots where it does appear to be over the shoulder. There's no combat. Leon is just approaching the RPD front gate, so it's not set in stone that it's third person at that point. It could have been a cutscene for all we know. But in the second trailer, yes, he's shooting, and there's animations for getting grabbed and stuff like that. This is definitely a third person game, so thank goodness for that. And look at Leon's mug. Look at his mug. Leon looks a little bit, you know, in some of these shots he looks a little bit, I don't like kind of off a bit, but it's nothing that's gonna really bug me or anything like that. Leon's always looking different, so whatever. He's going to his younger, his ugly duckling stage. This is when he's a young lad. Real quick before we go too far from it, they showed a PlayStation at the beginning there. I don't think this will be a PlayStation exclusive, but Jesus, if it is, man, that's a massive blow right there for this to be a PlayStation exclusive. But I lost my shit watching this trailer. We have Sherry here. Look at Sherry. They totally redesigned Sherry and Claire, as you just saw there. More of a, instead of looking like a Japanese schoolgirl, she looks like an American Catholic schoolgirl with the outfit she has on, and Claire has a typical, a simple biker's jacket, no ripped sleeves and all that stuff. A more, I don't want to say plausible, but a more grounded look for them. Another grounded look for Leon. It seemed as if Leon had a jacket in that shot where he was approaching the RPD front gate. I'm assuming that he's going to have a jacket on, and he's going to lose that jacket at some point because he's in his typical RE2 outfit that we're used to seeing him in. But there's so much to talk about, guys. These trailers are just going to loop themselves, so when they come back around, I'll talk about the stuff that I don't have time to talk about because it's going by so fast. But I definitely like the looks. There was a shot of Ada in there. You could tell by her hairstyle. It could be Annette. A lot of people sport that low-cut bob in the original Resident Evil 2, so I don't know. It could be Annette in there. But there was a shot of Ada wearing, she had like a long trench coat, like a woman's type of trench coat, and I love all that. I mean, yeah, these guys are running around at night. Of course they're going to have jackets on and stuff like that. So Leon starts off with a jacket. I could tell because he had like a high collar when he was approaching the RPD Stars building. Claire has a more realistic jacket. Nobody's just has their arms out and shit. And I believe Ada has a jacket as well. And I like the look, just the long legs and like a little trench coat. Although she's in silhouette, we don't really get to see her, but I definitely think that that's Ada. I will say that this right here that you're seeing is the announcement trailer. This trailer is 1,000 times better than the first one. Now, I enjoyed the first one. I was hyped, but this trailer shows off the art design and the atmosphere way better. Like, this is perfect. This looks exactly, as far as an aesthetic goes, how I was hoping Resident Evil 2 Remake was gonna look, man. It is dark. It's rich. It has these sharp, sharp palettes of light in areas where things are really red or really blue or really, and there's just light that's really dark, and there's just light shining in from outside of places and illuminating places to where it's like barely even you could see much, but you could still see everybody just fine. And oh my god, the second trailer was the one that got me excited, because I wasn't like disappointed, but I was like, oh, it doesn't look as nice as I was expecting. Especially there's a shot here where we get a shot of the cityscape, and the city just looks really undetailed and bland, and the sky looks kind of bland or whatever. And I was like, I mean, I wasn't like, oh my god, this is tragic, but I was just like, oh, it looks like they didn't really put as much oomph into the graphics or the details of things as they did in other games. But that was all done away with the second. The second trailer just looks so much better, and it shows a bit more. We get more shots of Leon, and Leon's mug even looks better in a lot of those shots. There's one where his hair is all wet and he's outside, and it's just fantastic. That second trailer was awesome. Mr. X looks, that was most definitely Mr. X. Mr. X looks incredible. At first, when I saw him with the hat on, I was like, would he even have a hat? And then I just said, you know what, it looks so good, it doesn't even matter. I mean, if he has a trench coat, he might as well have a hat, I guess. But it looks fantastic. Like, he's gonna look so scary in this game with how dark it was looking and all that, and the atmosphere of it, and all the shadows and the lighting, and there's blood everywhere. He's gonna look amazing chasing you down hallways, wearing that derby, wearing that hat and trench coat, and he's a big guy. See, this is that scene I was talking about. Everything doesn't look right here, and I don't know what it is about it, but it it doesn't look right. And even a lot of these outdoor areas, when they show the outdoor areas in the second trailer, they look way better. I don't know what it is. Even these inside scenes, they show that room but from a different angle. It looks way better in that second trailer. That second trailer was so much better than this one. But this one wasn't crap or nothing like that. This was the initial trailer that had me running around screaming. Okay, so that's Leon with the coat right there. So I'm thinking he's gonna lose his coat at some point. God damn it. But yeah, this looks amazing, man. I love how everything is dark. Sherry in her Catholic outfit. We don't see much Claire. Claire has a little necklace here. There's little girls, creepy girls standing around. There goes Mr. X with the hat and the trench. That's gonna be awesome. There goes Brian Irons as the mayor's daughter. And we got blood coming down on the statues. And conference room right there. The liquors, a brief shot. There goes Ada right there. That has to be Ada. I love how she has a trench coat. I love the clothes, the costume additions. I think that's brilliant. I love how they switch that up there. January 25th, so what, 7-8 months? 7-8 months away. Mr. X's face looks awesome. It's all wrinkly and he's all gray. Even his eyeballs are gray. Like, it's just crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. The atmosphere looks so much crisper and clearer and better. We get the first floor of the police department right here. Amazing. It's in disarray and a mess. Just the atmosphere and the art and everything and the graphics, period. This looks so much better than that first trailer. Like, you guys go back and compare. Like, I immediately noticed the difference. There's more detail on the street. Even the sky looks better. I don't know what the discrepancy there is, but I don't know why they look so different like that, but I just love how dark it is and the lights. Look how the silhouette of Leon. So this to me feels like a proper sequel, a proper over-the-shoulder sequel to the original trilogy, along with Code Veronica and Remake and Zero. This is what RE4 should have been as far as tone and look. RE4 looks great. RE4 had great graphics for the time and it looked great, but as far as the tone that it needed, it was at that part where, I guess that's a death scene where Leon's falling back with the zombies on him. Oh, it's amazing. Look how sexy everything looks in this trailer. But this is definitely going to be over the shoulder because you just saw shots of Leon shooting. This looks like the correct sequel to probably even RE4. You could look at it that way, but I see it as if Capcom back in the day when they decided to go over the shoulder, this is what, as far as the aesthetic and appearance, Resident Evil 4 should have looked like right here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But yeah, to be honest, that second trailer that came after the showcase trailer, the announcement trailer, is probably the best Resident Evil trailer I've ever seen in my life, man. That thing had me goosebumps, man. I had chill bumps all over my body, and I watched that trailer. Man, it was so good. But the only concerns, I don't really have any concerns. I just have things that I hope I see. I hope, as far as what they showed in the trailer, it seems like they're sticking closely to stuff that we've seen already. I didn't see anything that looked like, oh, they're shaking things up, and you know, like how Resident Evil Remake, you know, Resident Evil 1 Remake shook things up by having Lisa in there and adding the graveyard and adding, you know, extra stuff. I hope, you know, the Crimson Heads, I hope they do that here. I don't want this to just be a straightforward retelling. They need to add some stuff, and they did kind of actually, it does seem like they did add some stuff. The only stuff I see that seems like they've added is of course these scenes right here with civilians and survivors. That has me, you know, calms my fears that it's not going to be just a straight retelling. I love the fact that we're going to be trying to save people, and there's going to be other officers in there. There's a scene where Leon's trying to pull somebody out of something but failing at it, and that guy gets crushed. There's this scene right here, I guess, with another officer struggling with this guy, and Leon's going to pop him. We see the scene again, but from a different perspective in the announcement trailer. So, and there's a scene where Leon's talking on the camera to somebody who's asking for help. So I am really excited. I hope they keep up with just adding stuff that wasn't in the original and shocking us and tricking us. From a gameplay perspective, Resident Evil Remake tricked us. A lot of things were reversed, or things you thought would work didn't work the same way, or rooms were altered. I hope they do that here. I cannot wait. And oh my god, very excited. Very, very excited. And I cannot wait. I'm crossing my fingers. I don't think we'll ever get a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake. I'm hoping it's DLC. That would be awesome. Or maybe my dream would that it'd be a third unlockable campaign, because from what I've read online, it's all rumors, but they were right about the over-the-shoulder camera angle in the rumors. But the rumor is that there's going to be, instead of the zapping system where what you do in one scenario does something to the other scenario, they're doing away with that, and it's just going to be two separate scenarios, a Leon scenario and a Claire scenario. They're not connected. And I'm hoping there's a third unlockable scenario, aptly called the Last Escape scenario. How awesome would that be? Where you're in control of Jill. There's a huge part, well, not a huge part, but a nice chunk of Resident Evil 3 takes place in the RPD police department. And judging by how things are looking, we're going to spend a lot of time out on the streets anyways, so they could probably just reuse some assets and add a little bit here and there. Don't have to do much work, and just add a whole nother third unlockable scenario, or a third unlockable campaign. So, man, everything looks great. I really don't have any complaints. The only worry I had was that they were sticking too close to the original script, but with the survivors and us rescuing them and people asking for help, I'm thinking that I don't have to worry about that. I was worried about the atmosphere and the look of it. I thought it could have been a tad bit better, but the second trailer, you know, eased my fears in that regard. The second trailer is so beautiful. Yeah, guys, this is looking good. I'm very, very excited. And when this game comes out, my first, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do this blind for my channel. I can't. I gotta sit down with this alone. I need some alone time. So I'm thinking I'll beat this game all the way through just once, with both scenarios, whatever scenarios are unlocked or unlockable, beat all that, and then basically my second playthrough I'll upload, which will be pretty quick. I plan on just like steamrolling this thing when it comes out, just marathoning it, you know, like freaking, I'm taking days off, just 8-hour straight sessions, taking this baby down. As soon as I get it all done, I'm gonna do a playthrough for you guys. But this is looking good. Definitely hop down in the comment section and Tell me what you think. Do you agree with me about how the atmosphere looks in this second trailer, how it looks better? And it's like, as far as the atmosphere, it's a big thing for me. Like, the game is gory, it's dark. And that's that scene where he's trying to save survivors that I was talking about. The atmosphere and aesthetic look perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah, guys, get down in the comment section. Tell me what you think, what you're expecting, what you hope for. And January 25th, it's going down. 2019. Shoot. It's going to be looking good. More videos are on the way, everybody. I'm working hard. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. You know, there's a bit of an overhaul going on in the presentation of the video, so it's a lot of work. To get to the point where I can sustainably upload daily, I need to really prepare for, and a lot of work is necessary to do that. Because that's the goal, is to be able to sustain daily uploads for a year. And keep in mind, I know it seems like it's taking me a long time, but once I'm here, the goal is to be here for a year straight daily. So I really, it's a lot of hard work, but I'm definitely coming, and excited for this game. I love it. It's great. I haven't been this excited after seeing a trailer in a long time. I'm more excited for these trailers that I saw than the Resident Evil 7 trailer. Man, oh man. Hopefully this thing is successful enough that they say, you know what, let's just go back to over the shoulder. You know, I guess it was a pipe dream for us to hope that we were gonna get fixed camera angles. Maybe that'll be a mode, but see, you have to understand that Capcom wants this game to not be like a side game. This isn't going to be like Umbrella Chronicles or Revelations or Umbrella Core or Corpse, whatever the hell that shit's called. This is going to be like a game that they want to sell. It's going to be like a mainstream type of Resident Evil game. It's going to be like, it's like RE7 to them. It's that type of level, and they want it to be as accessible to everybody, not a niche thing. So I really wasn't expecting fixed camera angles. I was just hoping against first person, but who knows, maybe there'll be a mode in there where you can do that, much like they did with Resident Evil 5 DLC, Lost in Nightmares. Hopefully we can get something like that. Hopefully this game can follow in the footsteps of Resident Evil 1 Remake. You know, hopefully it'll be a worthy sequel to the original games and a worthy sequel to Resident Evil 1 Remake. And I can't wait. Thank you guys for watching.
Do not hesitate.
See you very soon as I get back to work.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Back to slaving away for these videos. Thank you for watching. This is the Game Virus. Later.